Bransby Home of Rest for Horses was established in 1968, and since then it has been dedicated to improving the lives of horses, donkeys and mules, and has rescued, rehabilitated, rehomed and retired hundreds of animals. Today we are here at the Lincolnshire site to find out more about the charity.
My name's Nicola Broadbury. I'm a welfare officer, one of 4 welfare officers, and we cover a large area of work. Specifically looking at rehoming, the animals come in often in welfare situations. They go through our quarantine area, and when they come out the other side, they may go onto the farm for a period of time, but if they're suitable for rehoming straight away, they'll join our rehoming team in the rehoming barn, and they will decide whether they're suitable for being ridden or not, or we have started driving horses and ponies in carriages as well. And also we do rehome non-ridden companions, so they're often the smaller ponies who go out to be a companion to other people's riding horses. We rehome a lot of ridden horses into new homes. People come to us often just for horses who want to do light work and go hacking. One welfare case that stands out in my mind is a very recent case, Holly, who was a mare who a member of the public rang us to say that they were concerned about this mare and her. It was her young, so it was her foal, but he was actually about 18 months old when we went to check him. So we named them Holly and Noel when they came in. When our welfare officer went out to the call of concern from the public, she found that Holly was particularly emaciated and also had a bad infection in her eye and needed removing from her situation immediately in order to come to Bransby and be nursed back to health. We did that along with the RSPCA and the police's assistance. She was brought back to Bransby. It was the 31st of December last year. She was then had her eye removed when she was checked by the vet, and she'd settled here and she was nursed back to good health. She then, someone made a request for an animal to be a companion to their riding horse, and we knew that her nature was really, really nice by then. She'd make a lovely companion for a horse, and she's gone out to live within our 60-mile radius where we conduct the rehoming scheme, and she's really, really happy and settled in a new home.
Bransby's Lincolnshire site covers over 600 acres of land and is currently home to around 363 animals, along with a further 146 in lone homes. Taking care of such a large number of animals is a very time-consuming job, a job which is undertaken by just 27 yard staff.
Hi, my name's Jo Plummer, and my job role here at Bransby Home of Rest for Horses is welfare assistant. My main job roles are basically looking after any of the animals that are here. We're involved in the yard work and also with the horses themselves, handling them. Handling some of the feral ponies is one of our big jobs at the moment, and with a lot of the ponies up on the Welsh hills and that being fly grazed, we're getting an awful lot of ponies in, such as Mumbles here, that have been fly grazed wild. Fly grazing is when somebody's got some horses or ponies and usually they find a bit of land. It could be waste ground, it could be common land, or it could indeed be like private land, and they can break the fences down, put the ponies on there to graze on somebody else's land basically. Just to introduce you to Mumbles here, this is one of our feral cobs that we got in earlier on this year, and he came from near Cardiff, and there was about 60 ponies that were in a field being fly grazed, and they were basically just being left to go wild. We had stallions, mares, foals in there. So we had to round up these 60 animals. Some went to another charity, 23 came here initially, and then we took 30 came here initially, and then another 13 came about 3 weeks later. The problem with the feral cobs is obviously some of them have never been handled. The reason we particularly picked Mumbles to show you is because he was one of the more dangerous cobs when we first got him. We know that he's been castrated by his previous owners, and often that's without any veterinary intervention. So obviously when he came here, he was very dangerous to handle. And one of the things we have to get them used to is get them used to being handled by ourselves, so we can get the vet and the farrier and of course the dentist to observe them and treat them.
My name's Ryan Rouse and I'm the welfare officer here at Bransby. The charity relies solely on public donations, either from supporters that we've had for the last 40 to 50 years, and also new supporters that we try and generate yearly, starting from teenagers upwards. The money goes towards absolutely everything working here at the Bransby, to the horses, the machinery that we use. The public can raise money for Bransby in loads of different ways. Anything from collecting stamps and sending them to us in bags when they've got them. It can be coming here and putting money into the gift shop. They can come to the open days. They often do things off their own bat. They may do, like teenagers do cake stalls. They bring in things that we can sell on either here at Bransby or on one of the eBay sites. They help us advertise when they go out and do this as well, which again generates more interest, which generates more fundraising. One of the most shocking stories that the charity's had in recent years would be a pony called Digit. The charity was contacted after he was placed into a stable by a gang of youths in his local area. The door was shut and his bedding was set alight. Luckily, the bedding wasn't dry enough to take, but it did put severe burns and scars on him. It just shows that, unfortunately, although we've got great supporters that help here at the charity, we're constantly fighting other people in the area.
It goes without saying that the hard-working staff here at Bransby put an incredible amount of effort to keep the charity running. But this wouldn't be possible without the generosity of the public, who raise large amounts of money to ensure that Bransby can continue their fantastic work and give horses like Digit a safe and happy home. If you would like to donate to Bransby Home of Rest for Horses, then visit the website at www.bransbyhorses.co.uk to find out the many different ways in which you can help.